What's up guys, it's me, Andrew, the Movement Monk. Today I'll be bringing you through some mobility drills, and then we're also going to integrate it into some little bit more traditional exercises. So we're going to start by just opening up the spine a lot. So let's just come on down to the ground. Now I want you to bring your hands out in front of you. Okay, generally we kind of like them right underneath us, but we're going to bring them out a little bit. So from here, I'm just going to think about moving the tailbone just back and forth here. And if that's hard for you at home, what you can do is just take your free hand, whichever one you like, and try to push it up into your hand and then try to move it away from your hand. You could also use your hand as assistance. So again, I'm going to push up into the back of my hand here, and as I reverse, I can kind of nudge it down and really try to push into that extension of the low back there. Okay, once you got it down, you can replace your hand in front of you and just slowly go back and forth here. We'll just do this for about 30 more seconds. And again, just slowly go back and forth, loosen up that low back. Feels nice and good. All right guys, let's do one more. So again, I'm gonna tuck my tailbone underneath me as much as I can, and I'll slowly reverse it back the other way. Okay, so now let's continue that, but with the rest of the spine. So I'm going to tuck my tailbone underneath me, and I think about rolling or rounding my back as much as I can. And then I'll finally finish by looking at my belly button. And to reverse, I'll move at the low back again. So I'm moving that low back, and I'm trying to extend or really arch my back one piece at a time there. Okay, we're going to spend a lot of time in each position, so let's go to that flex position. So I'm going to tuck the chin, round my upper back to the mid back, to the low back here. And I want you to try and push up as much as you can, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And let's slowly inhale in through our nose. And then exhale out. We'll do that 2 more times, and on the exhale, try to push into more flexion or more of that rounded back position. So we'll slowly inhale in, and then exhale out. Push, 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 push. And you can find that you can get a little bit more range of motion. Let's do it again. Slowly inhale in, and then exhale out. Let's slowly reverse by trying to extend the low back. We'll transform our back into this position here. And we'll do the same drill. So I'll slowly inhale in through the nose, and then exhale out. And try to pull deeper. So I'm trying to pull my belly button more to the ground, trying to lift my chest up more. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale in through the nose, slowly. And then exhale out. Pull a little bit more into extension. Let's do it 1 more time. Slowly inhale in, and then exhale out. Okay. Next we're going to do some child pose rocks. So all you have to do is bring your hands in front of you and just going to bring your knees apart. It's going to allow you to bring your belly between your legs, help keep that back flatter for longer. So I'll sit back, nice and slow. I'm just going to go through 10 slow reps here. On each one, I'm trying to sit farther back, and I'm trying to crawl my fingers forward, and we'll get a nice stretch here at the lats. Slowly rock forward and rock back. Again, try to sit back as far as you can, and then pull yourself forward gently with your fingertips. Okay, let's do it again. Now when you rock forward, make sure you don't go too forward. I just don't like that. Just a little bit, just to kind of take away the stretch. Move with me. This is 5. Nice and slow, guys. Don't speed it up. Nice and slow and controlled. Feel everything being stretched out. It's one of my favorite stretches. It's so simple. A lot of stuff gets done. Alright guys, we got 3 more. Again, slowly sit back. Crawl those fingers forward. Get a big stretch. Hold it. Pull yourself forward with that same tension through your upper body. Let's do it 2 more times. Alright guys, and last rep here. All right. Next you're gonna do, bring your knees together, and we're just gonna go down and hold. We're gonna do our breathing exercises. So again, you're gonna slowly inhale in through the nose, and then exhale out slowly as well. Okay, but you're gonna bring your head forward. Your arms will be by your side. You're just gonna have a little bit of weight into the ground here. Your arms are relaxed. Everything's just relaxed. We're melting. Let's slowly inhale in. Exhale out. And you can feel this back relax a little bit more. Slowly inhale in. And exhale out. Let's slowly inhale in. And then exhale out. Alright guys, next we're going to go to a 90-90 position. So I'm going to bring my right leg in front of me, and my left leg is back. Put something soft underneath your right elbow. If you got like wood or something like that, it'll just help you stay in this position longer. So we're going to do a hip car. So here's what it looks like. I'll just show you a quick one, but we're going to do a bunch of reps and segment it up here, okay? It's half the rep. The other half looks like this. And that's one. So when you're doing this, I want you to always think about what we're trying to do. We're trying to move that hip socket, the ball and socket joint, but as a product of that moving, the whole rest of the leg will move there. Okay, so sit nice and tall. Make sure you aren't rounding forward. We're gonna have a nice proud chest here. The back is straight, maybe slightly extended, just to prevent a little bit of flexing at the low back. We're gonna start by just lifting this back knee up. We're gonna slowly just bring it so it matches this like we're sitting in a chair on the ground sideways, you know, all things we like to do. And then slowly push it back to where we started. And we're just gonna break this down into each different segment 5 times, okay? So this will be our second rep of this part. Nice and slow, bring it in front of you. And if you can, try to bring it up a little bit more, but without like your spine moving there. We'll push it back. We'll bring it forward again. Push it back. It's also staying in the same plane, okay? It's not going higher or lower. Last rep, guys, we're gonna bring it forward. And try to fight it. You're gonna have a natural stopping point. I want you to try and increase it just a little bit more. From here, we're gonna keep the heel and the knee level, and we're just gonna raise it up. We'll feel that outside butt work for this. Slowly come back down. It's still hovering, it's not gonna touch. I'll come back up, back down, slowly come up, back down. Make sure when you come up, you aren't rolling back. So if you take your left hand or your free one that's not down, I like to kind of push it behind my hip, give a little nudge forward, and I'll lift up, and you'll find like, oh, it's a little less than before. And it's okay, because now we're just moving through the hip only. All right, starting to burn a little bit, hang in there. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna swivel our leg in and then swivel it out. We call this internal rotation when I'm going up. When I'm going down, I call this external rotation. So, okay, so I'm gonna go up as much as I can, and I'll slowly go down. I'll go up and try to turn it up as much as you can. You probably have more internal rotation than me at home, so if your heel ends up a little higher than the knee, very good. Come back down. Let's do it one more time, guys. We're gonna go up, 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 up. So I'm gonna hold this tension now. So I'm trying to get my heel higher than my knee, but without like my knee actually dropping. Keep that tension, don't feel it in the hip. You're gonna slowly bring it back behind you. So my thigh is now in line with the rest of my body. But then I'm gonna bring it back to where it was, nice and high. Keep the heel high, bring it back. Bring it forward. Bring it back. Nice and slow, guys. Even speed throughout the whole movement. Last one. Keep the heel high. Bring it back. Now we'll reset it down to the ground. Oh, feels good, a little break here. Okay, but we're gonna immediately go right back up as high as we can, and then go back down. So notice that my knee and the heel stay in line. I'm not gonna leave the heel behind. So I'm kind of trying to spin the heel up still, even on this part. And this is 4. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Last one, guys. And then up, 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 up. Hold it. Now we're going to turn the heel in toward the ground and then rotate it back up. Okay, so that heel is in line with the knee. I'm going to slowly rotate it back down and then up and hold it. Make sure the knee doesn't fall. Rotate it back in, back out, back in, and back out. Okay, so from here, I'm going to rotate it back down, and I'm going to bring that knee up, 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 until it matches the other leg again. And then I'm going to rotate it back to where it was. Notice that the heel is landing below the knee. Rotate it back to the other knee, but don't let it touch. Back again. And then slowly bring it forward. All right, last step, guys. Slowly bring it back. Okay, keep the heel up, turn it down, and then slowly bring it back to where we started. Okay, and now let's do the other leg there. All right, so we're in 90-90 position here. Okay, so we're gonna start by just bringing the leg up. We're gonna go into flexion or just bringing our knee in front of us. Again, I can take my free hand, I can put it behind my hip here. I'll slowly bring it back as far as I can. I can squeeze my right butt when it's in this position, and then when it comes forward, I'm using the front of the leg. Slowly bring it back. And forward, just try to move the leg and the hip. You shouldn't feel your spine move. Maybe you're starting to rock forward or back. Just try to solidify yourself. Okay, this will be our 5th rep. I'm going to push it back, squeeze the butt, bring it forward. Alright, so we're going to do the lifts. So we're going to keep the heel in line with the knee. I'm going to sit nice and tall with the body. I'm going to raise it up as high as I can go. Slowly bring it back down. Back up. Back down. Don't let it touch the other knee. Just going to float right above it. We're going to bring it up. Bring it down. Bring it up. Bring it down. And bring it up. Hold it there. I'm going to swivel the foot down. Okay, but the knee stays in place, and then I'll swivel it back up. This is called internal rotation. We go up. When it goes down, it's called external rotation. We're just up and down. And then we'll go up. Feel that tension in the hip there. Slowly go down. Let's go up again. And down. Last time, guys. And bring it up. Hold that tension. So I'm trying to get the heel higher than the knee. I'll slowly bring it back. So it's high this time. And then I'll bring it forward. We'll go back and forward. If you fatigue, you're going to want to cheat. So again, solidify that body. I brought my hand back behind me. Go back and forward. Last time, guys, keep the heel high above the knee, best you can. Bring it back. Set it down to the ground gently. Back to that original starting position. I'm going to lift it up. And I'm going to turn the heel in, rotate it back, turn the heel in, rotate it back, turn the heel in, rotate it back, turn the heel in, rotate it back. Now we're going to turn the heel in, and this knee's kind of like almost pointing up a little bit. I'm going to follow that direction, keep it high, bring it next to the other knee. As I go back, I'll reset it back to where it was. Bring it out and up. Remember, the heel's turning in. We're in external rotation to the hip, but the heel's just down. We'll bring it back up. We'll bring it back. Last time, guys, so bring it up, 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 up. And then push it back where we started, and go ahead and relax. Alright guys, so let's actually integrate some traditional exercise to this. So we're going to first by doing just a squat hold for 20 seconds. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit shoulder width apart. My toes are slightly turned out. And I'm going to reach my hips back as low as I can go comfortably. I'm just going to hang out here for about 20 seconds. Notice that the feet are centered over the foot there. My back's nice and straight. I'm going to reach my arms out. That's going to help me sit back a little bit longer. You really feel your legs and your butt here work. Got about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll lift through the hips and with the rest of the legs. We're going to immediately come down to the ground. We're going to bring our right leg underneath us. We're going to bring our left leg forward. We're going to sit nice and tall. Make sure our shoulders and hips are, shoulders and hips are square there. And then I'm going to slightly lean forward just a little bit. Okay, so here's perfectly upright. I'm going to lean slightly forward. I'm just going to put the weight in my leg here. And I'm just going to lift the back knee off the floor. And I'm just going to hold it here for about 20 seconds. Okay, so when you're doing this, nothing should move. Again, the knee is over the foot. My back is nice and straight. I'm slightly leaning forward. It's going to help you really feel that glute there. We got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Softly, carefully bring that knee to the ground. We're going to switch positions. I'm going to bring my right leg forward. Okay, nice tall chest. Make sure shoulders and hips are square. You're going to slightly lean forward, and then you're going to lift the back knee off the ground and just try to remain perfectly still. Okay, a little micro movement might happen, but the overall objective is to remain perfectly still here. Push it hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Safely, softly bring the knee down. Next, we're going to move to our back. Okay. So I'm going to bring my palms down to the floor, the back of my head. The shoulders are going to remain on the floor. I'm going to bring my feet together. Squeeze your feet together. Bring your legs up as far as you can. And then you're going to slowly bring your legs away, but keep that low back pushed against the floor. Okay, that's the important part here. So I'm going to slowly bring my legs down as far as I can. And I'm going to keep pushing that low back through the floor there. Keep squeezing the feet and the knees together. I'll hang out here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees in, relax. Just going to stand right back up again. All right, we're going to do another squat hold here, but I want you to go a little bit wider. So I was about almost the distance of my mat. I'm going to go a little bit out. So now my toes are touching the wood, but my heel's still on the mat. I just moved my feet out another 3 inches. Same thing, I'm going to push my hips back, push my knees apart, go to about parallel, wherever you can without any pain, and I'll lean forward. Okay, that's going to help me use my hips more. And I hang out here for about 20 seconds. Okay, go ahead and hold. 10 more seconds. Make sure your knees aren't collapsing in. Opening up those feet, opening up the hips. 3, 2, 1. Smoothly stand up with the hips and legs. Let's go left leg forward, right leg down. We're going to do the lunge isolation holds again. Okay, get centered. I'm shifting the weight forward. I'm slightly leaning forward. And then ready, lift. So that back knee is about 2 inches off the floor. If it's too hard, you can come up a little bit higher. If it's too easy, make it a little bit lower. Okay, that knee is just like a barely off the ground now. 3, 2, 1. Safely put it down. Let's go ahead and bring our right leg forward here. And ready, lift. 20 seconds. Drive that foot into the ground. 10 more seconds. Hang in there. Keep that back straight. Don't round over too much. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Safely bring it back down. Let's go down to the ground, guys. All right. So again, palms are on the floor, back of the shoulder touching forward, back of the head. I'm going to lift my legs up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lower them down. keeping that low back on the floor. So if you feel that low back arch, just simply bring your legs up a little bit higher and hold it. About 10 more seconds here. Bring your knees in and relax. All right, guys, next we're gonna do a single leg hip hinge hold. So we're gonna start by just doing a staggered stance hip hinge. So I'll get my feet together to start. I'll bring my left foot back, and then I'm gonna relax both knees. I'm gonna relax both knees. From here, take your thumbs or your fingers, whatever you want, put them on the front of your hips and push your hips back. Okay, let's do that one more time together. I'll show you from a different angle. So again, I'm going to relax both knees, push both hips back, and you want your back to remain flat, okay? What you don't want to do is like round over. You want to think about keeping the back straight, pushing your hips back. So look, my hips are moving behind me now. Okay, so one more time. So practice, keep the hips moving backwards, and all that pressure is pretty much going to go into this front leg here. And just hold. Just get a feel for it, and then come back up. Let's see what's cracking on the other side. So I'm going to bring my left foot forward. I'm going to bring my right foot back. Relax both knees. I'm going to push my hips back, keeping the back straight. Okay, keep that pressure in that forward leg. Just hang out here. And then come back up again, keeping that pressure on that forward leg there. So when you're doing this, I get asked like, well, how far should I go? Well, we're gonna pick up the back leg. So if you could only maintain your balance and you're like here, that's where I want you, okay? But if you've done this a lot of times, try to bring yourself as horizontal as possible. Everyone's just gonna be a little bit different there. The goal is to try to stay on your feet for the 20 seconds we lift the foot up. So let's go right foot forward. Bring the left foot back. Bend the knees, relax the knees. Push the hips back. Keep that weight centered over that forward foot. Stay horizontal. Bend that back knee off the floor. And just try to remain in this position here for 20 seconds. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand through. So I'm switch legs. So now my left leg's forward, my right leg is back. I'm gonna relax both knees. I'm gonna push them back. I'm gonna bend the back knee off the floor. When I'm ready, let's hang out here 20 seconds. Keep the back nice and straight. Keep that weight centered over the forward leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shaking there a little bit on that left side. Next we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna go down to the floor. We're gonna do an RKC plank. So you're gonna bring your forearms down. Make sure they're parallel and not crossed here. My feet are about hip width apart. And we're gonna do something special here. So we're gonna keep the body straight, but you're gonna pull in with your elbows toward your belly button. You're gonna pull up with your toes, but nothing will look like it's happening on the outside. You'll just feel a lot of tension through the abdominals, okay? So come here, get set, get everything straight, and then pull in and try to squeeze everything together. So I'm pulling my elbows in toward my belly, my toes up, and the harder you pull, you can get more of a contraction. Shaking like a leaf, feels good. Oh yeah, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand back up. Use that same contraction when we're doing our single leg hip hinge again. That's gonna help keep your back straight through the abs and not like just like overarching it. Okay, so let's get right foot forward, left foot back. Relax both knees. Push your hips back. Maybe just a little bit farther this time. Keep this front knee slightly bent. It's not straight. Okay. Let's be here for 20 seconds. You're going to pick that back knee off the floor. All that weight is centered over this forward foot. you're like a statue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push this leg to the floor. That's gonna wreck your body here. Let's do the left leg right into it. Bring the right leg back. We're gonna relax both knees. Push your hips back as far as you can while maintaining your balance is key. Find your position, bend that back knee off the floor a little bit, and then hold it here 20 seconds. Everything's solid. This knee's slightly bent. Squeezing my abs. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Push your leg to the ground. Let's come back down. We're almost done, guys. Forearm plank, remember you're gonna pull in with your elbows, pull up with your toes. Get yourself steady. We're up. And then we're gonna pull in, engage everything. Here we go, 20 seconds. Ten more seconds, keep pulling in, get more tension. And then relax there, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Really quick and easy. We just moved the joints, moving that spine, and then try to translate all that mobility work into exercise, something that we all should be doing regularly. It's good for you. See you guys next time.